Hey there, how there, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another week of the Cutter NCAA Super Tourney schedule. We did 128 teams, 128 schools, one team per season, one per school, and we did the best of the best, if you will, and had some IAA interlopers. We are now in the round of 64. We've done 14 games through 2 weeks. The James Madison Dukes are in the round of 32, shocking 2007 Hawaii, in a sense. 2002 Ohio State survived a late rally by the 2004 Utah Utes and Alex Smith. The 99 Tech squad with Michael Vick at pivot beat San Diego State. 69 Toledo beating 770 Eastern Michigan in the Battle of the MAC. They're in. 44 Tulsa with a gigantic win over the 0-2 Hilltoppers after their big win over Houston. And the Hail Mary. 2010 Oregon survived 66 UCLA by a touchdown in a big Pac-10 battle. 66 Wyoming took down UMass 28-9. 98 Air Force needed overtime to take care of the 09 Central Michigan Chippewas last week. 81 Clemson survived 81 Pitt. So basically, Deshaun Watson beat Danny Marino. 97 Colorado State shocked North Carolina in my mind because LT in North Carolina would look good. 05 Texas beat 97 Michigan. A big Texas-Michigan matchup. Texas going to Michigan win. 65 UTEP winning a yawn fest 9-0. 06 Wake Forest crushing the tar out of Kent State 28-3. And 93 Wisconsin beating up on Troy. So we have 6 games this week, 6 next week, and 6 the week after. So we are saving Oklahoma, Illinois, and Ole Miss LSU for the final 2. So now we go from east to west. And we will go to East Carolina first. Kansas, East Carolina, that is. For their round. Kansas beat up by 87 Illinois. 01 East Carolina beat Oregon State in battle. Kansas State are big match. David Garrard, the future Jags quarterback. Pivot, Art Brown, and Richard Alston running the ball. Torrey Morris, Derek Collier, and Arnie Powell will receive. Offensive line, Brian Grimm, Aaron Walker, Doug White, Corey Schmidt, and Brandon Pope. On the D, Kansas, Caleb Blakesley, John Larson, James McClinton, Russell Corson. Linebackers, Joe Morrison, James Holt, Mike Rivera, Akeem Talib, you remember him, Chris Harris, Darryl Stuckey, and Patrick Westby. East Carolina, 2-10.
First down.
John Hadel, wide receiver. I guess he's the backup quarterback / wide receiver. I don't know why. Anyway, Dexter Fields and Marcus Henry running wide receiver. Derek Klein, tight end. Anthony Collins, Jed Hartley, Brian Cantrell, Adrian Mason, Cesar Rodriguez, your offensive line. On the defensive line, Ty Hunt, Chris Howell, and Bernard Williams, 3-4 East Carolina. Linebackers, Greg Cleveland, Gilliam, John Williamson, and Howell, terrific. Jamal Stewart. Jason says he's fine. I don't know. He's back and forth.
The extra point is good.
Red zone. Yes, it's red zone. 4th and 2. Trying to make it 10 yells.
Good. good. First down. First down. It's good. Personal foul. Defense.
First quarter, Kansas.
Live on the defense. It's good.
Racing 25 for 38, 286, 2 touchdowns. Sayers 118 got injured with flat. East Carolina played with them, but Kansas just hits in the yardage. 39-20 Kansas wins, and we'll move on to the round of 32. Next we have Nebraska. Nope, Georgia Tech. GT taking on Tulane. Yellow Jacket Fever. Tulane took out 3 races in the game. Overtime, Georgia Tech took out Iowa State. Georgia Tech Dawson, PJ Franklin, and Joseph King. I think PJ Franklin was a coach for that. Bernard Robertson, Jerry Godfrey, half the lane. Kapua Conley, Mike Julia, and Corso are your receivers. We are offensive line. I didn't say that. GT, their three-man defensive line. Jeremiah McClary, Kevin Battle, and Rudolph. Linebackers, Merle Williams. Future CFL icon Calvin Tigo, Martin Coleman, and Marlon Williams. Willie Clay, Thomas Balcom, and Ken Sterling, key folks on your defensive backs. Tulane, the 98 squad, I believe they went 11-0 and then they get up division.
Flag on the play. False start. Offense. First down. Flag on the play. Holding. Offense. Good. First down. Wide line. Holding. Defense. First down.
His understudy, Curtis, threw one ball, 85 yards, to Dawson for a touchdown. So at least accumulating some points and not play. And William Bell ran rough shot on them 41-7. Ring my bell. Okay, we're going to do Texas Tech, Nebraska next because we got to go from east to west, and Arizona's next. So this should be an interesting offensive showdown. Texas Tech, Nebraska. I wish I actually could. Texas Tech took down 97 points and lost 56 points. Nebraska underestimated Michigan accurate and did give up 6 points. We shall see. Graham Harrell, Texas Tech, not Kyler Holmes. Eric Crawford running the ball. Michael Patrick. That's San Francisco. Air Force Todd Walker, not the baseball player, and Jake. Offensive line, Ryan Reed, Brandon Carter, Stephen Hamlin, Luis Vasquez, and Marlon Wynn. Vasquez, D-line. Jared Tomich, Christian and Jason Peter, Grant Wistrom. Great D-line. Jay Foreman, Terrell Farley, and Trev Edwards. Linebackers, Michael Booker, Mike Minter, Tony Pila, and Tyrone Williams for DBs. Put it up.
Flag on the play. Personal foul. Defense. First down. Running into the kicker. Defense. First down.
Nebraska got the ball in their territory.
Flag on the play. False start. Offense.
Quarterback to start with. David Benning, Brian Schuster will run the ball for John Furto, there's one person in particular who could be playing running back. Chris Dishman, Steve Lott, Henry Taylor, and Eric Anderson. Texas Tech D-line, Jay Bradley. Richard Jones, Kobe Whitlock, Brandon Williams, Rod Bird, Brian Duncan, and Marlon Williams. Linebackers, Elise and Marwood, Daniel Sherman. So, that, Frank Nicholson.
First down. Flag on the play. Clipping. Offense.
That was first down.
Good.
In the red zone.
Flag on the play. False start. Offense.
What was that play? Well, I aim for the 5.
Touchdown. This is good. The extra point is good. Touchdown. Good. The extra point is good.
Trying to take a 3-touchdown lead.
Good.
Yeah, let's go.
Flag on the play. Personal foul. Defense.
Well, this game.
First down.
Look at this game. 73 to 28. Holy juggernaut. Pat Mahomes.
First down.
I think Tech actually were aiming with Nebraska. It would look like we had some. Both teams with 40 points. It would be it would be one for the ages. Ward will have this ball. But as you the honorable bench for me. Wow, 73 points for Nebraska. This might be a scary number 1 pick. Frazier 12 for 16, 169 touchdown pick, 1 for 1, Turner Ward 12 yards. That's actually supposed to be Turner Gill. I screwed up the name. Turner Gill. On my green man for 127. Frazier almost ran for 100. He missed by 3 yards. He who shall not name only got 31 yards. Errol 32 for 59, 343. Look at the touch. Look at the picks. 7 interceptions. You can tell he's a good quarterback. Macbeth had a pick six from Texas Tech to make it 14-7. Sure. And then a pick six by Coleman from 92-yard line, 28-14. Booker had a pick six, make it 56-28, and then it was all from there. Green and Sims. Wow, look at all the touchdown runs. 7 touchdown runs by Nebraska. That's 42 points. They had more points from touchdown runs than Texas Tech had for one. Texas Tech was hungry. Yeah, it was 35-28, and then they give up 38 consecutive points. Man, that's gonna hurt. And a 7 interception. 2 by Williams, 1 by Coleman, 1 by Booker, 1 by Farley, 1 by Ellis, Williams, and Minter. 7 interceptions. Jeff Harrell got a pick six done to him twice. So that was, yeah, Texas Tech had the lead too. Okay, Battle of the A's is Arizona and Arkansas State. Arkansas State. Pivot, Dennis Bolden and Tommy Cook to run the ball. Arno Miller, Jimmy Woods, Jake Ferris, and receivers. Offensive line, Brandon Golden, TJ Humphries, Hugh Chris, Ken Jones, and David Luder. I have been told that I need to change the name from Nebraska. D-line, Kenny Whiskey, former Patriots icon. Ray Roger, Jim Hopkins, Jim Hopkins. Sean Garrett, John Harris, and Frank Boyer, your red linebackers. Jay Phillips, Tony Boone, Brendan Sellers, and Players Rate for DBs. And Gary Taylor running the ball. Terry Bond, future Eskimos icon in the CFB, Troy Dickey, and Mario receivers. That's like Mike Siaska, Hulu, Elliot Higginbotham must too. Oh, he's not that runner from Warner Smith and Joe Smith. D-line, Jimmy Lisco, Eddie Morgan, Dick Dixon, and Robert Spear. Mike Mellon, Gary Muckenstrom, and Painter. Linebackers, DBs, Doyle Cross, and Kinsberg, Joe Moore, and Lloyd Walls. Arizona Young for the Casual Sport.
Flag on the play.
Flag.
False start.
Offense.
First down. First down. Timeout offense. Timeout offense. It's no good. Flag on the play. Pass interference. Offense. Flag on the play. Holding. Offense. Flag on the play. Leg in face mask. Defense.
Face mask.
It's good. Flag on the play. Pass interference. Defense. First down. Flag on the play. Personal foul. Defense. First down.
Hines, 3 for 11, 42 yards. At least he made impact. Yeah, Desert Storm defense did their job. Like UTEP, they got a shutout. Final two games of the day. We have Oklahoma, Illinois, and Ole Miss, LSU. Of course, Illinois will go first because of the SEC matchup. The Sooners start at Memorial Stadium. Live in the Illinois Street. Jimmy Harris Billy Sims brought in from the Legends roster. Ran before he ran Sandeffer. Hollywood Brown also brought in from the Legends team. John Bell. Offensive line, Edmund Gray, Teddy Lehman, because players take their both ICs. Offensive line, Eric Tubbs. Will Kishner, Tom Emerson. Illinois, Julie Lindquist, Chris Norwood. Doug Tuchin, Joe Walker, Brett Miller, Dick Butkus, brought in for the Legends League with Antonio Steele to linebackers, Monte Davis, Justin Harrison, Jared Hoods, Kevin Mitchell, knocked out. 56 Oklahoma State. This was the final season of the great dynasty. They have 47 straight wins. 7 years to 7.
First down.
Well, Texas Tech for a while was they actually after 35-28, and they gave up 33 points. This team really pivot with Troy Pollard and Russ Wheel running the ball. Cornelius Ben, Jacob Willis, and Michael Kumanaroni. Tight end. That's what this is. Xavier Fulton, Jonas Walla right down. And Akeem Wellington. Don Stiller, Edmund Gray, Tom Anderson, Jay Paul, John Smith, Tracer, Jake Emery. Touchdown, Tommy McDonald, Jimmy Harrison, Sam Bradford, Joey Sims. That's back to the both ways.
It's good. Flag on the play. Encroachment. Defense. False start. Offense.
22-3. Should be big.
Timeout. Defense.
Oklahoma, they basically did running back and quarterback by committee. Harris and Quan Shulman even threw a pass. Touchdown to Stewart. So yeah, that was just amazing. Pricer 1 for 3 on extra point, but they still won the game 22-3. So I can't brag into it. I just can't. So Nebraska will have to change. Have to change their roster because that's not Turner Ward. His name is Turner Gill. Sorry about that. Turner Gill is that guy. And Oklahoma. I know Sam Bradford. Yeah, Sam Bradford. I think it should be Baker Mayfield. Nothing against Sam Bradford, but I'm going to go with Baker Mayfield to be the backup quarterback. All right. Final game, Ole Miss LSU. It's always LSU. Ole Miss right next cross. LSU the future New York Yankees ball player. Bruce McAllister running some electric lead. This guy ran the ball. Bobby Crispino, AJ Holloway, Johnny Brewer, Wilbur Ball. Jerry Brown, Rookie, Bowling, Alan Green, Richard Price, Dunaway, offensive line, LSU's D line, Billy Hendricks, Lynn Long, Bo Strait. I think that's the guy that playing fashion right before me. I thought it was like Cole Texas. J.W. Bronick, Lex Luger, and Kevin Falk. Linebackers. Billy Cannon, Warren Robb, Earl Mefford, and Johnny Robinson. You know, two people. And the defense back. This. Nothing. They decided to run the ball. Billy Cannon, the Honey Badger, Tyler Matthew, and J.W. Brown, the running ball. Billy Hendricks, Alan Callan, catch the ball. Then LeBron, Larry Collins, and Max Fluger. Including those three right here. Play. Ole Miss, D-line, Johnny Brewer, Jerry Brown, Jim Dunaway, Jordan Daniels. Bruce McAllister, Ricky Boland, and Adams. Linebackers, George Blair, Jake Gates, Charles Taylor, and Ole Miss.
First down. Flag on the play.
Flag.
False start.
Offense.
Offense. Flag on the play. Pass interference. Defense. Flag on the play. False start.
Offense.
Offense.
Gibbs 4 for 6, 40 yards. Eli Manning 2 for 5, 13 yards. Terrific. That was a battle of field goals. 240, 119 yards. So yeah, that's a defensive battle. We had 2 defensive battles. Yeah, 2 defensive battles out of 6 today, where the points totals were only 22. Georgia Tech, Kansas, Texas Tech, even if they lost, and Nebraska scored more points in the as a team than those for Arkansas State, Arizona, Ole Miss, and LSU. So the recap for this week: Arizona's Desert Storm beat Arkansas State. Kansas taking out East Carolina 39-20. Georgia Tech crushes Tulane. Oklahoma takes down Illinois thanks to their running game. LSU beats Ole Miss in the battle of defenses, and Nebraska puts up 73 on Texas Tech, 101 points. I think that's a new record for points by both teams. But yeah, Nebraska put up 73. I think that breaks the mark. Who had the second highest? Most by one team. 62 by Oregon against UAB. Okay, fair enough. In week 1. Yep, that's fair. All right. All right, so we will. So, yeah, 2 more weeks. Next week, we have a great matchup. The Four Horsemen of Notre Dame taking on the 1980 Georgia Bulldogs with Herschel Walker and Buck Bellew. 2011 Oklahoma State heads to Maryland to face 53 Maryland and future CFL icon Brandon Filoni. Brandon Whedon, the world's oldest rookie. The joke? Fresno State take on Nevada in the old WAC days. Derek Carr, excuse me, versus Colin Kaepernick. Cincy takes on New Mexico State. Zach Collaros, future CFL icon, taking on the Aggies. 59 Syracuse without Jim Brown, but with Ernie Davis running the ball alongside 2010 Stanford. I think they got Jim Brown, right? Syracuse had a Jim Brown, right? It had to have. They'll go to Stanford to take on Andrew Luck. And finally, Penn State 69 squad will take on the 1990 Virginia squad. That made things happen. So my guess is we'll probably do Notre Dame, Georgia, Penn State, Virginia last. Does Syracuse have Jim Brown on the roster? Yep, they do. Okay. So yeah, they added Jim Brown, and then in 2 weeks we have Alabama 61 Bama going to BYU against the faux national champs, as they will, the 84 BYU squads. 45 Indiana will take on 60 Missouri. That should be an interesting matchup. 04 USC with Bush, Leinart, and a lot of people taking on Rikers with that domestic abuser Ray Rice. 96 ASU with Jake the Snake Plummer against Texas A&M and their Junction Boys defense. The 39 spot. 2010 Auburn with Cam Newton. They take on 48 Vanderbilt in the Battle of the SEC. And finally, 94 Colorado Cordell Stewart takes on 91 Washington with Mark Brunell. So that there should be some interesting matchups going on. We have 20 teams in the round of 32. So what's 12 more? Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.